Hey, this is Jerry Akin at Pierce Chapel. Thank you for joining me for this midweek meditation. In the Gospel of John, after Jesus has risen from the dead and he continues to make these appearances to his disciples, one of these appearances comes by the lake shore. The fishermen are out there catching fish, just as they were when he first called them at the beginning of his ministry. And Jesus tells them, throw your nets back out there and try again. And then they did, and they were overwhelmed with all of these fish. And then Jesus says, all right, come to the shore and bring the fish in, and let's cook some, let's eat some. And as they are gathered around the fire, they are sharing food together once again, the disciples and the risen Christ. If we go back through the Gospels, we see over and over again, Jesus is sharing food or sharing wine or something of that nature. And every time it happens, there's something deeper happening too. He turns water into wine at the wedding of Cana, and that's his first miracle. But it's a sign that he is bringing abundance and blessing and prosperity to his people. When he feeds the crowds, the 5,000 with fish and with loaves, he is physically feeding them, but he is also indicating that he is the bread from heaven come down to spiritually feed us. And on the night in which he gave himself up for us, he was gathered together with his disciples, and he took bread and wine and he blessed them. And he said, do this in remembrance of me, for this is my body and this is my blood. So here, even after the resurrection, he continues to share food with his disciples. And it's in this context that he turns to Peter and he tells Peter to go feed other people. He tells Peter 3 times, go feed my lambs, meaning my church, my people. Peter, just as I am eating here with you, go and give people what they need when they are spiritually hungry. You see, Jesus was fully human and fully divine, and we talked about that a few weeks back. But these stories, these accounts in the gospel show us that he experienced hunger, he experienced thirst, and he needed things to quench them and to resolve them, just as we do. But then he was also saying, there's a deeper hunger and there's a deeper thirst that I can satisfy, and I want you to help me. So as we consider this, as we consider how Christ is alive and present in the world today, and how the church is his physical presence here on earth, may we hear that command to Peter, go and feed my lambs. The world is hungry. What are you doing to satisfy that hunger?